Now, you mentioned earlier that you have asthma, and I'm guessing you're over 40. Are you?
A bit, yes.
Yeah. Are you at all nervous about?
No.
Why aren't you nervous?
Okay, we don't die of the virus. We die of pneumonia. So if we have a virus respiratory disease, once the body has created antibody, the immune system has created antibodies, the immune system is killing all infected cells, which destroys much of the mucosa. And bacteria can easily settle on that destroyed mucosa and then cause pneumonia. And it is the pneumonia that is killing people if it's not treated. I had a virus, whatever it was, maybe it was, who knows, about 3 weeks ago, and my physician gave me the antibiotics I should take if the disease gets better and then gets worse, because that is a sign of pneumonia, and then we have to treat the pneumonia.
And pneumonia is what's treated with antibiotics, because it's
pneumonia is what's treated with antibiotics, not the viruses.
Okay, so you feel that you may have already had COVID-19.
Okay, at the end of that experience, which reminds me of Camus' Plague,
yeah.
If you ever read it, you will see lots of parallels, unfortunately. So no, I am not scared. I may have had it like many other people who had a mild flu, like I had, or had no symptoms whatsoever. That is the normal thing happening to 70% of the people in the end, or maybe even 75. And it is the remaining that get ill and need treatment. And they should seek treatment as early as possible. You shouldn't wait, and it's definitely helpful if you have health insurance. The problem in cities like New York is there are too many people who don't have health insurance. And if you don't have health insurance, you're hesitant to see your doctor. And if you're hesitant, you see the doctor too late. And if the pneumonia has already progressed and you see your doctor, it's too late for antibiotics to be effective. And you may die. The best way is isolate if you're old and fragile. And if you get the disease, see your doctor as soon as possible.
75% you say won't get any symptoms, maybe even 80%, right? Could be, or is it more? Do we know what that rate is right now?
We don't know what it is right now. For that, we would need to do antibody testing, and very wide antibody testing. However, we already see the epidemic declining, and that is a sign that we have at least a substantial proportion of people who are immune. It may not be enough for herd immunity. We may not have reached the 80% that we need, but we may have 50%.
And so what do you think we should do at this point? Should we pivot to what you suggested earlier, or or is it too late for what you suggested?
It's difficult to tell. It may be too late. It may not be too late. The problem is, if we are artificially keeping the number of infections low among low-risk people, like school children and their parents, we may not have reached herd immunity yet. So if we are stopping, we may have an increase in the number of new infections. That is the downside of starting containment. We should not believe that we are more intelligent than Mother Nature was when we were evolving. Mother Nature was pretty good at making sure that we're a good match for the diseases that we happen to see virtually every year.